Let's work on day 6, Inequalities Introduction. So there's 3 sections today. The first one is basic algebra inequalities. I'm only going to have you do 2 problems from each section, so hopefully it'll be pretty quick. You'll see that there's a number line given to you, and they want you to select the values that make the inequality true. First of all, a little review. You'll have 4 types of inequalities. This purple one is less than, and you could also have less than or equal to, and you could also have this green one, greater than, and similar, you could have greater than or equal to. So our first inequality, we'll keep those symbols there, is R is greater than -3. Now there, you might run into a situation where your letter is on the other side. So if they gave you, I wanted -3 R, you would just switch it around so it looks like this. Either way, the mouth needs to be open on the R, like it is here. You always want to have the letter on the left side. So they gave you the letter on the left side already, so we can just do this. The number line is actually really helpful. They gave you the blue number, -3, right in the middle, because you're working with that. And we want to find all values that are greater than -3. Greater means to the right. So I'll make a note of that. Greater would be to the right on the number line, and less than is to the left. Okay. So let's work on our inequality. R is greater than -3. So I want all values that are greater than -3, all numbers to the right of -3. So I know that anything positive would be to the right, 0 would be to the right, and then as far as these negative numbers go, the bigger the negative is, the more to the left it is. So -11 is like way bigger looking than -3, so that'll be to the left, but 2.99 would be to the right because it's smaller than 3. So I'm kind of looking for numbers that are negative numbers that would be smaller than -3, and everything else looks like it would be bigger, so it would be to the left. Okay. And it'll show you where those numbers would be. You get 2 attempts on these. Okay, the other type of question that you're going to be doing is a one-step inequality, and then from a number line. There we go. All right. So I have x minus 8 less than or equal to 0. I'm going to solve this just like I would any other equation. I want to get rid of -8, so I'm going to do +8 on both sides. I get x less than or equal to 8. And now I type my answer in just like that. X, use the symbol bank, 8. Now for the number line, I want to graph my inequality, and it might help to write it out as a sentence. I want values of x that are less than or equal to 8. And remember, less means left. So I'm going to click on 8 and go to the left, and you could either have an open circle or a closed circle. The trick is, if you have this line underneath here, you want it closed. If you didn't have the line underneath and it was like this symbol, it would be open. But I have the line, so it's closed. I submit, and that's what that'll look like. Yeah. Let's do another one. So this one involves multiplication and division. This is a good example because it has a negative. Inequalities get kind of funky with negative. So I have -3x is greater than -24. The rule is if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality symbol. Okay. So I am multiplying by -3, so the opposite would be dividing by -3. I bring down x. If I'm dividing by a negative, I have to flip my inequality symbol, and then I just have to worry about -24 divided by -3, and two negatives when you're dividing make a positive. So I have values that are less, so it'll be left than 8. So I start at 8, drag to the left, and there's no line underneath. So open circle. Oh, I forgot my actual answer. X less than 8. And there you go. Okay, we have one more section here. That is linear inequality and number line. So this is very similar, but it's just a two-step equation. -13 plus 7x. There you go. I want to solve for x. I'm going to do plus 13 on both sides. Cancel that out. 7x. And 15 plus 13, I get 28. Final step, divide by 7 on both sides. I'm not dividing by negative, so my symbol just stays as is, and 28 divided by 7 is 4. So I put that into my delta math. X greater than or equal to 4. Greater means to the right, and that line underneath means closed circle. That's it. All right, that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions.